What up, what up? I'm the math teacher Goat, and today we're doing a lesson on, oh my goodness, is this a repeat of what we've done before? No, it's very close. We did powers of 10 before, maybe like my second or third or fourth video in this series, but now we're including the exponents you just learned in the last video that you saw. And you watch all my videos so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like and subscribe, comment if you can. Go to the description, because you will find a link to the notes where you can download them, print them if you can. That way you can follow along, because I'm going to do a bunch, and then I'm going to ask you to do a bunch, and it sure is nicer if you have them in front of you. So, in the last video we talked about powers of 10, but we never used it from an exponent point of view. So remember how multiplying or dividing by 10 moves digits? Well, I showed you in a previous lesson something like 538 times, let's just say 100. What you would do is you would take where the decimal would normally be, and since you're making that number bigger, you're going to move it to the right twice, and you're going to include 2 more zeros. I could have given myself more space, but that's 53,800 because I included 2 more zeros. If I were to divide by 100, you would move to the left and take away some numbers, stuff like that. Well, now that we know how powers and exponents work, we could use exponents to make it shorter and easier. Remember, 10 to the first is the same thing as 10. So if you see something to the first power, you move over 1 space in whatever direction you're supposed to. 10 to the second power is the same thing as 10 times 10, which is 100. So 10 to the second power is just like this, where we move twice. So that exponent tells you how many times you move over. So if you're thinking, oh, I get it. So 10 to the third power is the same thing as 10 times 10, which is 100, times 10, which is 1,000. So 10 to the third power has you move over 3 times in whatever direction. That's exactly what you're doing. So 10 to the whatever power, that exponent tells you how to move. Okay? Now, we're going to be using regular numbers. We're going to be using decimals too, I believe. And so we'll deal with that when we have to deal with that. But, a quick example, 4 times 10 to the third. I'm just going to write out 4 over here where I have more space. My decimal is supposed to be here. So since that number is getting bigger, we're going to move to the right 1, 2, 3 decimal places. In those spaces that we leave behind, we're going to fill in with zeros. Okay, so we end up with 4,000. I don't need that decimal at the end anymore. I'm done. Now, when I divide by 10 to the second power, my number is getting much, much, much smaller. So I go to where my decimal should be. In fact, let me go over here. 6,700. I'm going to put my decimal where it should be. And since I'm dividing, I'm going to the left, 1, 2. Now my new decimal would be there. So this would be 67.00. But we know if there's zeros after the decimal, to the right of the decimal, you don't need them. So that's just 67. I don't want to do it. I had to, though. It makes me look cool, like this beanie does. I don't know. All right, now let's do a bunch, and we're going to introduce decimals like I promised we would. So 65 times 10 to the first. My decimal should go there. Times 10 to the first makes my number bigger. So move to the right 1 space. Fill in that space with the 0. Now I have 650 with the dot after it, which is just 650. Okay, not so bad. Now we have 9,000. The dot, the decimal should go there. When you divide by 10 to the third, you're going to make your number smaller. So go left 1, 2, 3, and your decimal should be there. 9.000, you don't need any zeros to the right of a decimal, which means we don't even need the decimal, and we end up with just 9. Now, when you have a decimal, it's not so bad. You just move the decimal. It's like the decimal's already there, so we get to skip this spot right here. So 4 and 56 hundredths. We're going to multiply that to 10 to the fourth power. So you go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your new decimal goes there. Put a 0, put a 0. And so we have 4, 5, 6, 0, 0. I don't need the decimal. Let's put that little comma there. 45,600. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's do it again. So we have 4,500. We're dividing 10 to the first, so my decimal goes there. 10 to the first means we go left just one. Put a new decimal there. 450.0, I don't need that 0.0, so 450. Okay? Ooh, okay, 0.56, so 56 hundredths. I'm dividing by 10 to the second power, so I'm getting smaller. So I'm going to the left, 1, 2, put a decimal there, fill in that space with a 0, and let's throw a 0 in front of it to make it look nice. So I have 0.0056. And that's read out as 56 ten-thousandths with that TH at the end. With that TH at the end. All right, finally, 12 times 10 to the third. Let's move our decimal, it should be there, to the right, 1, 2, 3 times. Fill it in with zeros, unnecessary decimal at the end, so we end up with 12,000. 12,000. 12,000. Now you try it. At this point, you're going to look at the problems that you have now, try them on your own, pause the video, and then when you're ready, come back. So, pause. Welcome back. All right, here we go. Now we know what we're doing. 4 6/10. This number is getting bigger, so we're going to move to the right 1, 2, 3 spaces, new decimal, fill in with zeros. So I have 5600. I don't need the decimal there. That's 5,600. All right, 7,200. My decimal should go there. I am dividing 10 to the second power. So I'm going to move to the left, 1, 2, and put a decimal there. So 72.00, I don't need 0.00, so that's just going to be 72. All right. Now I have 9 hundredths. I'm multiplying by 10 to the fourth, so that's going to go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a new decimal there, put zeros in the spaces, and I have 0, 0, which I don't need, 900, so 900. That decimal at the end, I don't need it, so it's just 900. Okay? All right. 1,500, so 1500. My decimal should be there. I'm dividing it by 10 to the first, so let's move to the left 1, put a new decimal there, so that's 150.0. I don't need 0.0, so that's 150. Bada bing. Now we have 2 34 hundredths. That's times 10 to the third, so I'm making my number bigger. So we're going to go to the right 1, 2, 3, put the new decimal there, fill in a 0, 23400. I don't need the decimal at the end, so 2,340 dunzo. And last but not least, I have 8. My decimal should be right there. I'm multiplying by 10 to the second power, so let's go to the right 1, 2, put a new decimal there, 0, 0. 800 with a decimal at the end. I don't need the decimal at the end. 800. Okay? Word problem. Math teacher goat, that's me, gained 94 hundredths times 10 to the third power subscribers last week. How many subscribers is that? All right, so 0.94 times 10 to the third. So that number is getting bigger. So I'm going to move my decimal to the right 1, 2, 3 spaces, put a decimal there now. And so I have 0,940. So that's 940. I don't need the decimal at the end. So how many subscribers is that? 940 subscribers. I wouldn't mind getting that many in a week. That would be a very good week. It'll be a very good week. Make it happen. Tell all your friends all about me. And the best way to do that is to like and subscribe and email all your friends or text them and share me and just be like, look at this guy. He's great. Because I kind of am. I'm all right. Please do like and subscribe and comment if you can. Thanks for watching all my videos. The next one, we're talking about a very important thing called order of operations. That's PEMDAS. Until then, bye.